Hello class. In this video, I am going to teach you how to create a company and how to change different settings from the company. Definitely start Sage 50 from your desktop. First, click on Sage 50 and make sure that your account has been installed. When you open on Sage 50 will show you a lot of mock data, which allows you to modify them. In order to create a company, click on File, New Company, and you would come up with the Setup Wizard. The Setup Wizard allows you to quickly list accounts that you can later on modify. You can enter the information of your company, enter something that is dear to you. Right now, I've entered some mock data, which is from Acosoft, and you can enter all of this information. If at any point in time you do not have all of this, you can later on modify it in the software. There are 3 dates that you need to know. First of all is when is the fiscal year start? Some companies would use January 1st up until December 31st. Some companies would use quarters, therefore March 1st until the next year's February 29 to 28. You may choose it for the company that you're representing or the company that you own. So I'm going to choose January 1st, and then my fiscal year end will be December 31st. Once you've completed this, click Next, and your company has been set up. Sage will create a list of accounts for you based on your business type. This is the most recommended option. However, if you want to upload or export any files with already made accounts, you can also do so with these bottom options here. Remember, we talked about the ownership structure, whether it is owned by one person with unlimited liability, by 2 partners, or it is a corporation. Well, this is the point where you can choose the type of structure ownership from the company. I will click sole proprietorship because it's a small company. The industries, you can click according to the industries, and Sage 50 will actually adjust the list of accounts for you. And the company type, you can choose the type of companies that you wish. I'm going to click on generic company. A generic company, in order to view the list of example accounts they will show you, you can click on a view list of accounts, which will allow you to see all of this. You can also change the account ranges if you wish to, which we can talk about a little bit later on. Once this is done, click Next. My company file is called Acosoft Inc. Choose the place where this location will store your file. So therefore, I will go to Browse and go to my desktop, and I will leave it here. When this is done, click Next. With all of this being done, you can always view and modify in the Settings menu later on. Once this menu pops up, then your company has been created. So congratulations, this is Acosoft Inc., a company that I have just created, and you have just created your company. Now, at all point in time, you can change a lot of settings from this company by going here in the related task, click on Settings, and you will see this panel coming up. We're going to focus on the settings of the company in this video. So first of all of the information that I've entered in the Setup Wizard can be modified here. So it's not a big deal if you've made a mistake and you need to change. This is the system, and it'll allow you to change transaction dates. In this case, if you do not want to allow someone else, your colleague, to change the transaction dates from before a certain date, you can click here. If you want to allow transactions in the future, you can also click here, Allow Transactions. In the backup setting, it's very important to have a backup just in case you lose something or a computer crashes. And schedule your backups to be every Monday to a certain file. You can also look at different languages, and I will let you explore the different settings because they're pretty straightforward. Let's take a look at something that's quite important, especially in Canada, Montreal, Quebec. You do want to take into account the taxes. There are different types of taxes, and Sage 50 actually adjusts the taxes based on the location. Since I'm in Montreal, Quebec, GST and QST are very important. Therefore, it has already been set up for me. You will also see the tax codes that will be adjusted as we go. The currency right now is set in Canadian dollars. At any point in time, if you deal with a company that is overseas, you can also change it from here. This is a panel that will allow you to modify different forms. So the first number, since I haven't generated an invoice yet, my first invoice will be number 1. I can also click on different options that are available as I set this account up for the customers as well as for the vendors, employees, and banking. In terms of emailing, you can set up your email options. You can also look at tracking numbers for any type of tracking customers, information, shipper, and tracking site. And if you would like to put a logo to your company, you can add it here. I have added a logo for this company. This is it for the module of creating a company and changing its settings.